What's going on, guys? Andy here. Today I'm going to be taking a look at the iPad Pro, and we're going to be doing some Dolphin Emulator testing. These are going to be Gamecube Games. We're using our 12.9-inch iPad Pro. This is a 3rd generation, and an 8-bit DO N30 Pro controller. So the first thing you need to do is to connect the controller to the iPad, obviously, and then you need 2 applications. So you need the Alt Store, and I will leave a link in the description below to get the Alt Store on your device. And then after you have the Alt Store, you can download the Dolphin Emulator, which is our goal here. So a couple things to note. Number one is that we are running on iPad OS 14.2. As far as I know, that's the newest version. There's not a newer version available to me at the time of recording. So 14.2, this is the newest version of iOS, or iPad OS in this case, and we do not have this device jailbroken, so jailbreak is not required for this to work. It does take a little bit of setup, and you don't have to, or you can't do everything from the iPad itself. You do have to have a Windows PC or a Mac. So I'm not going to do a full tutorial on how to get all the way through this process. If that's something you guys do want to see, just leave it in the comments below, and if I get enough requests, then maybe I'll do a video where I actually go through setting all this up and getting to Dolphin Emulator. So with all that out of the way, we'll jump right into Dolphin. And so these are the games that we have added. Another thing to note is that Dolphin Emulator in itself, of course, does not come with any games. So these are games that you have to, get on your own. And then once you have them, all you do is click the plus icon at the top and then click the game, and it will load it into the library. So something else is that I have not changed any of the settings in Dolphin Emulator other than the graphics. If you go to graphics and then enhancements, the internal resolution was set to native, and I upscaled it to 1080p. That is the only thing that I have done other than mapping the controller. And so far, its emulation is near perfect, and I'll jump into it in just a second. It's near perfect. I think tweaking a couple more settings, we could get even better performance, but I don't really think that I'm going to see a ton that's entirely necessary, as the games that I've played have run pretty well. So we'll jump right into Wind Waker here. Through the power of emulation, we can, of course, load our state. Slot 1, the controller is on. And so Wind Waker, every once in a while, just kind of buffers for a second, as you just saw there. And it's usually just when you start the game, and then maybe 1 or 2 minor slowdowns like that. But it's certainly playable, and again, we're upscaled to 1080p. I think for some of the games that I've tried, I think that we might even get away with jumping up to 1440p. But obviously that's going to be a hit on the performance, so we'll just have to see. So that's Wind Waker. Again, we're using the 8-bit DO controller. And there's really no audio glitches or graphical glitches. Everything is pretty well perfect, as I said, and I think we could even get it better with a few more tweaks to the settings within Dolphin. So that is that game. There's Wind Waker. We'll go ahead and close out of this. And another one that I wanted to show you guys is Need for Speed Underground 2, which is personally one of my favorite games from the GameCube era. Again, we'll just go ahead and load the state.
Don't bother looking for races because there's nothing going on. Don't keep me waiting again.
And the same story again, we're running at 1080p. No audio glitches, no graphical glitches. And this game has absolutely impressed me, I think even more than Wind Waker, just because, as you saw with Wind Waker, and again without changing any other settings, there were a couple minor slowdowns. I have not seen that even one time in this game, which I'm absolutely thrilled about. So there you have it, guys. That is the Dolphin Emulator on the iPad Pro. This is a 3rd generation, again without jailbreak and with the newest version of iOS installed. So something to let you know is that once you go to those links and you start going through, trying to set this up on your own, something I will warn you about is that on the DolphiniOS website, which is the official team that is porting the Dolphin emulator to iOS, on their website, the kind of tutorial or instructions, if you will, are not very thorough. So like for me, I had to do a lot of trial and error and just kind of work it out on my own. So again, if you guys do want to see a video where I actually go through a full tutorial on setting this up and walk through step by step, just let me know and I'd be happy to do that. If you guys have any other questions or comments, leave them down below. I'd be happy to talk to everybody that I can. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. It really helps. And if you want to support my channel, click the subscribe button. And if you want to make sure you don't miss any of my other videos that I upload, click the bell notification and you'll get notified when I upload another video. So anyways, guys, that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you have a good one.